We have a party right now that really doesn't want to talk at this particular point. I think the closer we get to 2022, those moderates, quote moderates, who truly want to have seats, they're going to start talking with us because we need to get some solutions done. The first thing we need to do is go back to policies that work. The great thing is this is not rocket science. It's not hypothetical. We understood what it was to stop the traffic, to work with Mexico, to work with other countries to make sure that we stem the tide. And people were staying exactly where they were. Countries were benefiting because the good people, the people who really could add to their nation, were staying and building, and these kids were not being put at risk. So we just go back to what was working 4 months ago. And meanwhile, we have to make sure we get the message out. That's why I'm very, very strong with what we the people need to do. And that's why I cannot say it hard enough. We need to focus on our kids. Kids here in every country should never ever be used by people to get power. And it's up to us to make sure we're blessed by knowing that and standing up for them when they cannot stand up for themselves. What stands out to me is to stand in an arena where kids are literally packed in, instead of 32 in a pod, 500 in a pod. To stand and sit with these young girls from 3 all the way up to 7 years old. They're sitting there looking up, sitting on the floor. And I recognize, I think about my grandkids, the same ages. They have no idea what the next steps are. They don't know what their moms and dads are. They can't, quote, trust because of maybe the experience they had coming to this country. And I think about this young girl, 7 years old, slightly autistic, and she could not communicate. But for the 15 to 20 minutes we were there talking with everyone else, she just had tears in her eyes the entire time. Continue.
Getting emotional again. I completely understand.
Let me just say this. As we talk about these kids, let's put on the hat of empathy versus sympathy. Think about your kids. Think about your grandkids. Would you want them to come this pathway? Would you want them sitting on the floor, not knowing where the parents are? Would you want to put them through that?